everyone, and welcome back to my channel. So I was trying to do a cute setup here with my Mayday Parade flag, but it ain't working. As you can see, you can still see the whatever's in this background right here, the wallpaper, and you can see my dad's chair too on this side. So I tried. I tried to be cute. I wanted this video to look good. I usually don't do these types of videos mainly because the year is usually pretty bad for me. So it's not like something I really enjoy talking about and looking back on. But I thought I would try to do this year. I have a lot of things written down, and I might get sidetracked, and I'm sorry. I don't know how long this video is going to be, but I'm going to try. Alright, so the first thing that I want to start with is probably New Year's Day. New Year's Day was actually one of the best New Year's I've ever had. Through a Storm was playing. We went to see their concert, and I even had my first New Year's kiss. So like all that excitement and all that good, I was really looking forward to going into 2018. Like I had this hope, this high hope and love, and I was just excited to go into the new year. I had great friends with me, and and I couldn't wait. It was so exciting to me, and especially to have that New Year's kiss, that I've never had that before, you know. So I thought that would be an amazing start, and that there was a lot of hope going towards me, and because I usually don't feel confident going into the next year, because all that happens in the previous year, so you kind of go down on what your expectation's gonna be. But in that time, I was feeling so great about it, and just so excited, I actually had hope in my future. But things don't always appear in fairy tale ways. Nothing can be happily ever after. So this year, 2018, has been a lot of gains and losses. I guess is one way of putting it. And to start, going into January, everything was fine. Everything was okay. I was doing, my boyfriend and I were doing really well. And then something that hit me hard and changed me, and that came out of nowhere, was I had gotten a message from my best friend Bailey. If you don't know her channel is Bailey Taylor. It was Bailey Blood Moon when we had started it. If you haven't seen her channel, go check that out and check out the videos we did together. Her and I had been friends for 11 years, childhood, always been together. And she had told me that she wasn't my sister anymore, and she didn't want to talk to me. And it was one of the worst moments, because I was so happy and I was so excited because I was going over and seeing my boyfriend at the time. And it was his birthday, and we were gonna celebrate his birthday, and I was really happy about that. And then I get this message as soon as I arrive at his house, and I just collapsed. Really, I just broke down. It was so heartbreaking to me, and I really didn't know how to go throughout the rest of the night. Like, I get super attached to anyone that gets really close to me, and for someone like her who's been with me through everything, it killed me. It really did. It devastated me. I really couldn't get over it in the months to come. I just never expected that, and all the time going through my head, I'm like, what did I did wrong? What did I do? And it was also, and like I was also thinking of the moment where there was a time where we thought we would lose each other, and we like stayed up all night crying, and we like fell asleep like holding hands, and I just remember that, and I'm like, why is this happening? Did I really mean nothing to you? Was all that for nothing, for show? Like I don't know. It was just something that really hard, and I just couldn't accept, and I couldn't let go. You know, the best thing is to let go and move forward and try not to think about it. So that was 1 month. So that was January. But I still had Blake and Colin and Christian, and like even my sister became part of what we called the Depression Club. And if you haven't seen those videos, they're really good. They're really funny. You can see them on. You can check out Blake's channel. I'll leave a link to that. You can check out Colin's channel for that too. I'll even leave Through the Storms, and even though they're not a band anymore, and I will get to that. I will get to that soon. And I'm sorry, there's a cat coming through, and this is Felix. He's also part of this year, something that I have to give up, which is also heartbreaking. But so that was good, you know. I still had people behind me to help lift me up and move me forward. And then it came to next month, February, and things started to go downhill between me and Christian. My dad had started working a new shift where he didn't have weekends off anymore, and he only worked during the week, and it was late and on the weekends. And I was really freaking out about it because we wouldn't have any time to see each other because of that work shift, and that time apart really hurt us, and we started getting into random fights and arguments. It was really painful to go through and watch, because you love the person so much, and to be fighting when everything has been blissful and good and wonderful and just something that's unforgettable. Because I was so proud of our relationship and so grateful for it, and it came so unexpected to me. Okay, I gotta continue. I'm trying in my hardest not to get really emotional about this, because it's just going back through it. Okay, so to move on, before I start tearing up, it's also why I'm not wearing that much makeup right now, because I know I'm probably gonna be crying at some point, and if I do, I'm really sorry. But I think this video will help me move forward, I guess, into 2019. I have stuff written here. If you see me looking down, I just got notes. Okay, so for the middle of the year, which I'm talking about March, April, May, June. Like, I'm adding that up, and that's what I'm counting as the middle of the year. Okay, so at that point, wait, I'm trying to think. Was I think? I'm trying to think. Oh, also in February. This was probably a good point in February. Through the storm, we finally released the album cover that I was working on for a whole year. Which that was really great, and I'll probably bring up a picture to show if you haven't seen my one video where I did a drawing for them in another video where I was talking about it. But that was a really good thing that came out, which I was so happy and so grateful that they came to me and asked if I would do the artwork for them, which really meant a whole lot to me, because I really don't think I'm a good artist at all, and for someone to want my work, it's just so surprising to me, so surreal. And so I had finished that, but that week when it was coming to my deadline, I had the flu really bad, and I went into school 2 days before I had to get that done. I went in and spent that whole day working on the album cover to get it finished and get it sent to them and all worked out, because they were going to release their album right on that Friday, and I was like, oh my god, I really need to go in school. I really need to get this done, because I do not have an artwork space at home to do digital work, so I had my only time was in school. So, and I wasn't doing it to avoid my other works. No, I was doing fine in my other classes, and even the art classes that I was taking. Just when I had study halls or not, I was working on it. I was staying after. I was pressing on to get it done. But that day, I got it completely finished, and I sent it in, and I'm like, I'm going home now. I can relax, kick this flu out of me, and whatnot. So that was really good. I was really happy to get that done. So that was February. That was the beginning of the year, and moving forward now. Okay, going into April was my senior trip to DC, which I can't believe I actually went. My dad can't believe I actually went, and God, it was so amazing to get out of New York and and to be there in DC. Even though we had to wake up super early and get started with the day and the schedule, it was a really good time, and not a lot of you would know this, well, mainly because I never talked about it, but Sarah and I had a falling out in the previous year, and or maybe the year before, even that. So that was also another heartbreaking friendship that I lost. But this year and on this trip, we actually spent the whole trip together, actually, and hanging out. There was only 2 bedrooms that were singles, that only 2 people were able to share, while the rest of them were in a big group. And Sarah and I were actually lucky enough it was just the 2 of us in that room. She took the bed, I took the couch. We were gonna do a room tour. We really wanted to for our channels, but that didn't happen because we got creeped out. We were being watched and stuff. I'm feeling really weird about it because we were talking about it, and like we opened the door because we were going to do this whole thing where I knock on the door and like I film, and she just shows the camera around, you know. And so she opens the door, and there's a police officer standing right outside our room, and he's like, "What are you doing?" And Sierra's like, "Well, I thought I heard people talking in the hallway," and he just went like this, and like, and he's like, "You need to stay inside at night," and that was so terrifying, and like, oh my god, that was awkward and terrifying at the same time. So closed the door, scratched the idea about the hotel tour, so that never showed up, but the rest of the time we did spend vlogging, and I actually do have a couple other vlogs about DC, but I decided not to put them up. So I did leave the 2 up that I did bring up on here, on my channel anyways, so you can check those videos out and check her videos out. I'd say my favorite part of that we did on my senior trip was the ghost tours, which that's awesome. I love ghosts. Like I love the shows like that, and it was great. The guy that was talking, he was really entertaining, and he showed some pictures and of like some ghosts being captured. And he told the stories really well, and there was a point where we were allowed to sit on the steps in front of his home, and he tells the story of everybody that died falling off this floor, landing in a spot on the steps, and he wouldn't say until the end. And so at the end, he was like, everyone was saying it was Christian Rex, that it was him, it was him, it was in his spot and whatnot. And then he looks at me, and he's like, they're wearing all black. And I look myself, and I'm like, oh my god, of course it'd be me. Of all people, it's me that's sitting in the spot where people died. I just couldn't believe it. Like, I was so freaked out about that too, because I'm like, oh my god, are there gonna be ghosts that's gonna like follow me into the hotel room, and it's gonna like start something. So but that one, all in all, that was a very good trip. Like, I'm very happy with doing that, and because that was also a big step for me to do, was to go so far away, especially from where I consider my safe zone is, and safe from the world. And it was also another milestone because I did not have any panic attacks on that trip, and that proved to my dad that I can actually go places, and I will not curl up and die from the world. So after that, and that was in April. Nothing really went on for my birthday except I got a new phone, and that was probably it. As for excitement of May. Okay, then I'm gonna go right to June, which is finally me graduating. And oh my god, that was so terrifying. Like, I was so worried throughout the whole year that I was not gonna get my diploma. But I'm so thankful that I did, and it really took pressure off of me. But it was also kind of sad for me because I I did get attached to my art teacher. I was always in her room, and like it was really gonna be hard to see myself like not doing projects for her, and like because I loved being in the art room, and I did love actually doing projects in there. That was like my safe room in school, the art room. I was always in there, and there was a lot of fun moments in the art room too. Blake was in there, so like it was really chill. Him and I would always be singing, and it was a good time. And like, and throughout the year too, the Depression Club would actually meet and hang out too, like a few times. And my sister actually came and joined us as well. So, and her and Colin got together as well. So things started to change where the Depression Club, and when it came to April, like late April. I don't really know when it started to go downhill with the Depression Club. We just weren't hanging out. We weren't talking. Well, I mean, like Blake and I had talked a little bit during school and stuff, but with Colin, I don't know. Like, I don't know per se what happened. Like, everything was good because of the band and like me doing the artwork, and they said they would want me to do future stuff for them. So I don't really know what happened, but that just started to end. I mean, then going into August. August was a big month. I'd say it was a pretty emotional month too. For starters, oh man, I skipped July. Okay, the only thing that happened in July, and the best thing and the saddest thing, was Warped Tour. This is where I got this. If you have not seen my Warped Tour video, it was the last Warped Tour that would actually be going, like traveling around and coming to New York. And it was so devastating to hear that, because like we had planned that it would be an every year. Sorry about that, my camera just crapped out. Okay, so here we go again. Like I was saying, it was a very sad thing for us to hear, because we were gonna make that an every year thing. Like me, Colin, Blake, and like even Izzy, we would go together to Warped Tour. Like that was gonna be our thing, to reconnect and whatnot. But it was our second year of going to Warped Tour, and it was coming to an end. And with this Warped Tour, I actually had someone I loved come with me, and that was Christian. And it was also my gift to him to bring him to Warped Tour for our anniversary that would be coming up in August. So, like, he got to see his favorite band, and like bought him a bunch of stuff. And I also I really was so excited and glad that May Day Parade was playing at Warped Tour. Oh my god, that was like one of the best moments of my life, just hearing and seeing them play. Oh my god, like I almost started like crying because when they started, I was like, oh my god, this is my band. Oh my god. There wasn't many bands though that all of us liked or knew, so we were pretty limited to the amount of bands that we actually liked that were there. But it was still a good trip. Warped Tour was really good. Really sad that it's not continuing, but I guess it's just another thing that I'm just gonna have to move on and let go of. Okay, now getting to August. August was a really big moment for, because Bailey had come back into my life, and I had also hit a year in my relationship. The year was really good. We just hung out that day and just continued what we always do, which was watch anime and just be with each other. And then I think a couple weeks later, that's when Bailey came back. She had messaged me. She had apologized for what she had done. She was on a very destructive path, where she was like pushing everybody away, and that was including me. And like, I understand her pain and wanting to be on others, but I gave her another chance, but with caution, because I did not want it to blow up in my face again and to be hurt. Christian didn't want that either, and that was a lot of his concern. But it came to a lot of fighting and arguments, and that was so hard. It's not something I wanted to be put through, because it was like one of the first times where I felt like I had to choose between my friends and my relationship, which is something I don't think people should be put through. And I also was feeling stupid and ridiculous for making the decision I did to, like, let Bailey back in. I'm a person that gives those chances, and anyone can really hurt you. But you shouldn't be paranoid about it and let that stick in your mind. Okay, so my camera snapped again. Okay, so what I was saying was, everyone else was telling me what I should do and saying that they all knew what was best for me. But honestly, no one was letting me making the choice for myself and letting me to decide for myself. Because it really should be me that decides what I know what's best for me. Even though it was really hard, because I know you can't just let people in. And I had asked her to make sure that she really knew what she was doing, and that she really wanted to be friends again. So I did have my guard up with it, and now we're good, and her and I might not talk every day, but we do talk, and it was fun to hang out with her again over the summer. So her and Megan, it was really great. It was really refreshing to me to be with them. But for weeks on, it was really difficult between me and Christian. And I don't even know. trying to do this for myself. To go over this. And I really wanted to try to keep a straight face. And I don't want to put anybody bad spot. Even though it was one of the hardest moments in the relationship, we did get through that. I'm just gonna move on. I also, in that month, officially lost my friendship with Colin. Which I've already said, those friendships really hurt. But it's just something that just had happened. Well, probably one of the good things that happened over the summer. I kind of reconnected with my mom, and she was actually taking my sister and I out like once a month, and that was a good time to be with her and like get out of my house, because I'm usually stuck in my house. So it was really great. Okay, so coming to the end of this year and this month, this is my last thing to talk about. Christian and I had come to an end. It wasn't something that I was expecting. We had always talked about our future, and it was just, our relationship was the biggest thing that I had hoped for going into future years. It was something that gave me light, gave me happiness. It's been a few weeks now since we had broken up, and it's still something that I'm having trouble letting go of. I'm sorry, I still love him very much. I don't know if this video will help me move on But what I can say for 2019 is that I am unsure, very unsure of how it's gonna go, and I don't think I will be getting into any relationships anytime soon. It's just a lot to work on with myself and with my home life. So I'm thinking 2019 is going to be me mostly working on myself, and I'm trying to figure things out on my own. It's just so hard being alone again and having your heart scream for someone that you'll probably never see again. And I think of a lot of those memes that I usually see where it's like, because I've seen some of them where it's like, bitch, you said that 2018 was gonna be here. It's like, you say that every year, that and the next year is going to be your year. But I never felt that. Well, I did at the beginning, that's for sure. And now there's just a bunch of question marks. It's an unforeseeable future. It really is. But anyways, I am going to end this video here. I'm sorry if it's been so long. I hope the rest of your New Year's are good. And I hope to still be trying to do YouTube and producing videos. So goodbye for now.